How you doing, everybody? ABC Action News Chief Meteorologist Dennis Phillips. Overnight, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, as Hurricane Idalia continues to move very quickly to the north, landfall is going to be around the Appalachia Bay area at around 7 o'clock in the morning. This is the first time in recorded history that a major hurricane is going to make landfall in Appalachia Bay. It has never happened before. And unfortunately, as we've been saying throughout the afternoon and evening, the Hurricane Center did indeed nudge the track a little bit more to the west. It is going to be really close to Tallahassee after landfall. Of course, there will be no surge issues in Tallahassee because it's not close enough to the water. There will be wind issues. But let's go over a couple of things. As big as this storm is, hurricane force winds only extend about 25 miles out from the center. Hurricane winds are pretty small compared to the entire area. And the extreme winds, and when you see winds of 110, 120, 130, whatever the case may be, those are always in an extremely small area, like maybe 5 or 6 miles. So the overwhelming response of wherever anyone's watching this, the odds of that person actually being impacted directly by that small little sliver is very, very low. But unfortunately, it is going to be pretty close to Tallahassee, within maybe 10 or 15 miles either way. So whether it's either east or west of the storm, it doesn't really matter. The winds are going to be hurricane force in those areas. So here's my bottom line. I've been telling parents to get in touch with their kids, to give them an idea of what they need to do if you've never gone through a storm before. The bottom line, the expression is, you hide from the wind, you run from the water. So people in Tallahassee, you're going to probably have Category 3 hurricane winds, maybe even Category 4, but you hunker down in a safe building, whether it's a dorm, whether it's an apartment, and you're going to be okay. But just prepare yourself for significant power outages tomorrow, a lot of trees down, and that's going to be an issue for a while. If the center of this storm goes through Tallahassee, you're going to see power outages and issues for weeks. It may not. It may miss it by 10 or 15 miles, but it's pretty close. For the Bay Area, like we've been saying for a while, we are not going to get hurricane winds. The worst stays offshore. We are seeing tropical storm gusts around the area. We've had some up to about 60 miles an hour. We've had the tornado watch. We haven't had any reports of tornadoes yet. A lot of rain, but the worst of the weather is well to our west where it will stay. The storm surge is still an issue. We're seeing some reports of surge now. The highest tide, the supermoon king tide tomorrow between noon and 3, that's still the highest tide, but by then, this storm is moving so fast that it'll be in Georgia by then. So in my opinion, I think you're going to see a lower tide than we would have seen if it had been closer, because by then it's pretty far away. Now, there's still going to be a push and there's going to be a surge, but I do think it's going to be significantly less than it would have been. So again, the forecast from the Hurricane Center, landfall tomorrow morning in Appalachia Bay as a Category 4 hurricane, winds of 130 miles an hour, and moving near Tallahassee by about 8 a.m. in the morning. If you're in Tally, you want to hunker down. It'll only take an hour or two, probably 2 hours to get through with the worst of it, and then you can go and check things out and see how you made out. It's going to be a scary night, a scary day, but you will get through it. Again, hide from the wind, run from the water. For the Bay Area, that water impact will be in the afternoon, but again, I think it'll be a little lower than the original predictions as this storm races away from the state of Florida by midday tomorrow. Updates throughout the rest of the night, and again, I have a link posted on my Facebook page with our live stream so you can watch our continuous coverage right on through the overnight and into tomorrow. You guys stay safe and have a great night.